guys, it's Anne-Marie here, and I think this is going to be my stack of homemade Christmas cards that get done this year. I kind of reach a point where I got to start thinking about like our family Christmas card, and these are nice for a little warm up to the season, but then it's kind of like when the season actually starts, then I'm kind of done making cards and ready to like get into the other crafty parts of the season. So I just thought I'd do a quick share today of all of my Christmas cards, and there's a couple that I don't love, and I would love to have some feedback from you guys about what I can do to tweak those. So, all right. So we'll start with this one. This sentiment is Merry Christmas to you and yours. And this was from Pattern Paper. I'm going to see if I can get up in the right place to show you. So the houses were fussy cut from a piece of pattern paper. It was really quite a clever piece of paper because these three houses were all grouped together only in one spot on the paper. And then all the houses kind of reappeared in other spots on the paper, but not in the same combination. So it still looked like a unique 12 by 12 that you could use the full sheet. So what I did was I fussy cut those three and I popped those up on foam tape. And then I fussy cut the one and popped it up on foam tape and doubled it. And so it makes this neat little layered sticker effect. And then this is just something I had in my Christmas card making stash. I'll go through usually at the beginning of Christmas card making season, and I'll make a stack of mats and a stack of, or like background pieces, and then a stack of pieces that can be used as mats and a stack of pieces that can be used as focal images and maybe sentiments or 3x4 cards. And then I'll just start combining however I need to. And so this was in that pile of things I could use to mat. And this was simple, but I kind of love it. And kind of don't want to send it. Okay, this one, Holly Jolly. This was from some scraps left over from a Christmas layout that I made last year with my daughter. Pretty straightforward. It's just a sticker that I de-stickified. And if you notice, both of these kind of have the same general shape. So there's kind of a square-ish element and then a central element and a ribbon. Those were from a sketch challenge that I participated in on another board and gave a nice little quick way to dress that up. Okay, then these next three are from Doodlebug stickers and some Doodlebug scraps. Like this piece is a Doodlebug scrap, but other pieces aren't. And I also added some little sequins to this to kind of go with the glitter that is on the Doodlebug stickers already. And then I added a little hot pink twine because it just seemed like it needed something. I'm still debating if I want to add a sentiment here. Originally, I was planning on, I was just going to stamp it on the inside, but now I kind of want to put a little sentiment flag here. So, considering. This is also Doodlebug stickers. These are houses, and I've added to this quite a bit with stickles. So, yeah, there you go. You can kind of see the glitter. So we have some glitter smoke. There you go. And glitter drifted snow. And I have a process video for one of my cards where you'll see this trick, but I could not find my stitched snowflake or my stitched ground rolling hills die that I would generally use for snow. So I just took a rectangle strip of cardstock and cut it myself in a wavy line, and then use those pieces. And you can use both sides, you just have to flip one. So that was kind of a neat little shortcut I found this year. This is one that I feel like it needs something. So if you've got any suggestions, please comment below. I love the sentiment with it, mistletoe kisses and cute little reindeer in love, but I wanted to like actually have a little sprig of mistletoe I don't know that any of my stamps look very mistletoe-y. So I don't know that I know what a mistletoe stamp should look like. I have a lot of holly. I know I have a sprig of pine. I don't feel like any of them are actual mistletoe though, so I don't really have any. I don't know. If you got an idea, share with me because I don't know. As you can tell, I use a lot of foam tape. I'm a big fan. And I really like adding twine on the side. I don't know why, but some of my cards do not look finished to me unless they have this. And I'm trying to embrace it as it's just part of my card making personality. All right, so now those are the Doodlebug ones. Now we're getting into an Echo Park collection that I had. I got this collection because it was $6 at Tuesday Morning. I didn't really care for this collection, it turns out. And so I am freely using it up for cards because it's cute and all, but I don't know that I want it in my books, and I don't know that I want to look at it for years to come. So, but I'm pretty sure everything comes from that, like the paper and the sticker. So here's an example of two of my hills. I tried too late to tuck him behind the first hill. I really feel like he should be behind the first hill, but I did it too late and it wasn't going to work. So I had to give up on that and move on. And I tried to kind of rescue it a little bit with some sequins. And then to bring in like the wood grain outline of the snowman, I matted on craft. I think it's okay. It's cute. It's a fine Christmas card. This one is, again, the same collection, but this time it's a 3x4 cut apart card of the same little snowman guy. And I just matted it on, you know, paper from the collection and added my twine. I have a little problem with this one because, I don't know if you can tell, but the glue in the middle of the sequins, it's still sticky. And I'm not sure how to, I need to remedy that before I mail this. Because otherwise it's just going to stick to the paper of the envelope. And yeah. Again, suggestions, I'm open to them, especially for a replacement maybe on the glue that I used. I used my Tombow Tombow Multi-Mono, whatever, this. I use this, which I really enjoy. I think it's a good glue, but it dried sticky, and I don't love that. So another thing I'm asking for help with, if you've got any suggestions on that. This is another one from the same collection. I feel like this is too busy. Yeah, I'm not in love with this one either. So I used the sequins as ornaments. I thought that was kind of clever. Maybe I needed another big gold one to be the star on the tree or something. Maybe that would make me like it a little bit more. Or maybe if I did a sentiment flag. But I felt like if I added a sentiment here, it was going to, well, maybe that would be okay. I thought it would kind of hit the trunk at an awkward spot. Maybe that would be okay. Maybe that's what I'll do. Same collection, just a 3x4 card version of the tree sticker that we just saw. Trying to use up some of the infernal amounts of burgundy cardstock that I still have. So I was able to use a little piece. All right, this is another one from the same collection. And this one I did add some stickles to, which made me like it more. So I added a little stickles to the puffball on his hat and the trim on his hat. And it kind of looks like he's opening his arms for a hug. So I put spreading cheer, or like he's, you know, literally spreading cheer. I don't know. This one, I'm thinking I should have made the flag longer. Like I would have liked it to continue all the way to the edge, but the sentiment is kind of clumped and I don't really like cutting apart stamps. I've done it before, but on these, I just wasn't willing to. So I didn't want to cut it apart to make the sentiment longer. and I'd already stuck this part down. So it is what it is, and I think it's fine. I think I'm the only one that would ever bother. But yeah, something to consider when you're putting together your cards. This is another from the same collection. It's the last, don't worry. And Santa on this one too. I added a lot of the glitter, which I can see super well at this angle, but I don't know if you can. There's some. I basically used it on all the trim on his suit. And then just did the Merry Mail. I like the candy cane matting and the twine that I added, and I think it's a cute little card. It's Merry Mail. Also, if you're wondering where I got these stamps, these are a friend on a message board. She made stamps for a few years, and she made a really cute Christmas set. So that's what these are from. And I don't know if she has any for sale anymore, but I'll link to her blog so you can see what she does have if you're interested. Here's another spreading cheer, and I feel like he needs something. He probably needs twine. But again, it was, you know, we've got this arms out pose. We've got the lantern shining into the night. It felt like a really appropriate sentiment for this. And so for the lantern, this is all a die cut piece. This might be the one I have a process video for. It was my first time playing with this die set, and I really enjoyed it. It was just like a nice kind of mindful process of cutting out all the elements and finding different things that worked, and playing with it. And I always enjoy that with new products. And so one of the pieces that I wanted to play with was the lantern. And so when I first, put it on the background and it was just like this, that's not what lanterns do, right? They don't stay. The light doesn't just stay there. It spreads. And so I dragged some stickles out a little bit, and I thought that was cute. And this stickles, this is not like a gold or yellow stickles. It's just an iridescent kind of white one. And I'd used it on the yellow, and then I dragged it out over here, and it just kind of looks yellow. It like just worked out really well. But it's the same stickles that I used down here, and if you look at that, that's just white there. So all right, this one was the same die set that I was playing with. And so it's just kind of, I took some of the same elements, but flipped them. So he has a red scarf and a red band, and green holly leaves instead of a cardinal this time. And then I just used one single hexagon sequin for his holly berry there. And this is one where you can tell I cut one strip of paper and a curvy line down the middle, and then just arranged them, shifted them around. They were a little bit longer than the sides of the card. And so then I just shifted them around until I liked where they were. I went with that. But I like this because he's got the little holly berry in his hat, and it's all in the background too. I did not save the best for last. I'll just be honest. These are my two least favorite. And so, the others, I might have had some mild, I'm not sure I love this. Got any suggestions? But overall, I like them, and I'll send them, and I'll feel like those are cute, and I'm happy I'm sending those. But these two, I just don't love, and I don't feel great about them. So if you have any feedback, please share, because I need help. I felt like I just got to that point where I'd kind of beat my head against the wall and I was done. So this card, part of the problem is that I don't love the colors. They're kind of more of a muddy, distressed color, and I just don't work well with those. I don't know why. I do better with pure, saturated, intense, bright colors, not muddy colors. So that could be part of it. I tried to echo the burgundy little spots on the tree, match that burgundy cardstock that I just can't use up. So I used it. This was a 3x4 card that, again, I just kind of knew by looking at it, I wasn't going to use it in my books. So it was a good candidate for card making. And so I just matted it with a corner punch. This seemed to coordinate okay with it. Maybe the sequins don't work with it because they are bright and shiny and this is distressed. So maybe that's the problem. I don't know. And then when I got it all done, there's just really no room for a sentiment. There's no good place to put a sentiment here. So I'm going to have to stamp one on the inside, but that means the sentiment can't save it. So yeah, I need some help with this. My regular trick of throwing twine on it won't work because this is not a red. So no, I can't do that. I do have some like natural hemp brown twine. Maybe I could put that on there and that would make me feel better about it. I don't know. This is another one that I've just really struggled with. I basically kind of made this card last year as far as the background. I had this blue. I had it matted on a card. I had this 3x4 card matted on red scraps. So if you look, you can see I did not have a scrap at the time of red cardstock that was the right size. So I had to, look at this, I had to really piece it together. It's at least 3 separate scraps that I pieced together to make this mat. And I was pretty proud of myself for that engineering, but I still just didn't love it. This was not part of it. It was just the ornament with the little holly on it. So then this year I realized the blues go together perfect. Great, let's mat that on there. And I really liked the sentiment with it. I feel like the ink of the red ink color goes well with it. I like that. I still don't like the card though. I mean, I like it, but I don't. Like, I want to throw twine on it. I can't because this is off-white and this is white and that drives me nuts. So can't do that. I added some hexagon sequins to be the holly berries, but I'm having the same glue problem. It's all over and it's sticky and yucky and I don't want to send that to somebody. So I don't know. I don't think I'll be sending these this year. Unless I can come up with something that I like better. Some way of rescuing them. See, and then there's that little schmutz that I think is adhesive again. And then these were just kind of part of the style. So again, the problem could just be that it's a distressed, vintagey type style. I don't know. Open to suggestions, please. So thank you. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week, and have a great holiday season. Bye.